And
Yeah.
talking about the head boy there and carrying all that responsibility. What is it about leadership that you enjoy so much?
I don't know. I wouldn't. If I'm honest, like I wouldn't say
Do you
it's
enjoy
something.
it?
I don't mind it. You know, it's
just
a kind of thing.
normal
Yeah.
to you.
I find people say to me, "Oh, you're a natural leader," or I had a conversation recently with someone and we were chatting about it.
And did you play age grade rugby representative stuff?
Yeah, so
Like
under
18,
17s was the
17s.
first. I don't know if that's still the first one. Under 17s, there was no under 16s. It was Edinburgh under 16s, and then when I was in fifth year, Scotland under 17s.
Yeah.
That was with Grant McInally, head coach.
I was going to say who's coaching Grant.
Aye,
yeah.
brilliant. So he took us from 17s and took us to 18s as well. Look back at that really fondly, and like even like guys in that age group, like Gilco, like Jimmy Johnston, like guys I'm still really close with today, all part of that group. And 17s and then sixth year to Scotland under 18s, and it was kind of then into the academy.
You captained at every age grade as well, didn't you?
Yep.
All the way through. So that's been a theme that's followed you throughout your career. And
Yeah.
talking about the head boy there and carrying all that responsibility. What is it about leadership that you enjoy so much?
I don't know. I wouldn't. If I'm honest, like I wouldn't say
Do you
it's
enjoy
something.
it?
I don't mind it. You know, it's
Just
a
normal-
kind of thing.
normal
Yeah.
to you.
I find people say to me, "Oh, you're a natural leader," or I had a conversation recently with someone and we were chatting about it, and I was kind of like, I don't see myself as a natural leader. I just, especially when you're younger, you're the best player was the captain on the pitch. So when I was like 16 and I was at school, I was the best player, so I was captain, and you didn't ever have to do anything. Like you didn't make decisions. You know, you were never kicking for goal. You're always just going for a corner. Like there was no real leadership to it. But I always displayed good traits of a leader. So like I played well and I worked hard, and that kind of followed me through to age group rugby, where I was, I made sure I trained hard and trained really well and worked hard, and then I think that kind of was how I became a leader. Like it was just the standards that I kind of held myself to, and it's kind of how I've ran over my whole career. And I hope if you ask all the coaches that have sort of made me captain over the years, that's been a big part of it, just trying to lead by example and hoping others follow, really.
I love that. That's natural leadership. And
Instinctive.
I think so often now we hear about kind of coaching leaders. Of course you can get better at being a leader. Of course you can be better at being a captain. But actually you might not need to. Maybe what you do inherently is leadership, but it's maybe no textbook leadership. So like having different types of leaders I think is really important. But I do think sometimes we get too focused in on it and make it too big an issue, where if it becomes natural to you, then it's as hard hitting as anything that's contrived.
And I actually think there's a huge difference between being a leader and being a captain as well. Like
Yeah.
to be a captain, you have to be a leader, I believe, but you can be a really good leader and not necessarily be a captain of a team. Like captains maybe a bit more logical thinking and thinking under the in the moment, what's the right decision, what's going well in a game, we're deciding whether an obvious might be an obvious 3 points, but hold on, they're a man down, and the scrum's been going really well. Like that's the stuff you need to do to be a captain. Whereas like there's loads of guys out there who are brilliant leaders, but you might not ever think that they'll be captain. But I do think there's a big difference, and it can kind of get lost a little bit. Sometimes you think, oh, the leader coming through, make him captain.
Do you enjoy being captain?
Again, I don't mind it. I would say there's been times where I've enjoyed it, and there's times where I've not enjoyed it. The times when you enjoy it are when the team's going well and you have lots of really good support around you and everyone's sort of pointing in the right direction. When the team's not going as well, it can be quite a lonely task. I've found times when I've done it to be really lonely, and that's when it becomes a bit of a burden. So,
do you use that when you're not captain and you recognise that the person who is captain does need a bit of support?
Yeah.
I've been through exactly that as well. And
Yeah.
you do feel totally isolated. So when you're then playing under someone else, just being able to share that responsibility or just take a bit of responsibility.
I'm so aware of it. I've probably realised I'm a really good vice captain. That's probably where I'm at.
That's a big skill, though, actually. Yeah,
I'm really good at supporting people. Like, and I'm good at noticing when someone's maybe a wee bit, this is getting a bit much, and I can step. What can I take off you right now? Like, what do you need? Because I've been in that when it's everything, and I'm not embarrassed to say that. Like, I feel like I'm really good at being that guy who someone can come to and say, God, can you take this off my hands for a second? Like, this is weighing me down, and I can do it, and it's not a big deal.